friends, and welcome to a new episode of Couch Talks. Today I want to talk to you about love, peace, and joy. So the reason I chose this topic is I actually started reading The Power of Now again. Like, I've read this book so many times, especially at the beginning of my journey. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And I'm rereading it now because I felt that a lot of my thoughts were taking me away from the present moment, and I really just wanted to touch base with the principles of the book again. And in the first chapter already, again, there was a golden nugget that arose for me. And this was this concept that love, peace, and joy aren't actually emotions, that they are actually who you are in essence, who we all are in being and in consciousness. And it makes me think about this one time I went out on a yacht with friends for a sunset cruise, and we were out at sea, just around the edges of Cape Town, and we were bobbing in the ocean looking at this spectacular sunset. They put the engines of the boat off, and we were just there in silence. And you were just so in awe of this amazing, beautiful, natural state of being, just sitting there and looking at this sunset. And it was perfect conditions. There wasn't an ounce of wind. And it was just, all you could hear was the lapping of the ocean against the boat. And there was like 30 people on board, and nobody made a single sound. Everyone was just awestruck by this absolute beauty. And that is in that moment, in those kind of moments, and I'm sure all of you have experienced those kind of moments, our ego and our mind and even our emotions is silenced, and the only thing that you experience in that moment is self, is the beauty of just being who you are in that insane moment, in that beautiful moment. You experience this love, peace, and joy coming through, coming up. And that's the beauty of who you are, is that you are so deep that you are unlimited love, unlimited joy, unlimited peace. And if we can just quiet down our mind, our thoughts, and our emotions, then we would have access to that beautiful love, peace, and joy all of the time. So what confused me at the beginning of my journey was, like, I associated love, peace, and joy with emotions. But emotions are not something that you are. Emotions is something that you experience, right? And they're connected to your thoughts. So you think a thing, and then the emotion arises in the body. So where the thought is connected to mind, the emotion is connected to the body, but they are associated with each other. And neither thoughts nor emotions are who we are in our being, in our essence. We are the thing that are experiencing or witnessing those thoughts and emotions. They are just a form of experiencing this reality. So love is not the kind of love that needs something in return. It's an unconditional love. That unconditional love is who you actually are. The love that is associated with ego, you give me this, I give you that, that is an emotion. But the unlimited love, the unconditional love, is who you actually are. Same can be said about pleasure. Pleasure and joy aren't the same things. Pleasure is momentary. Pleasure is ego-based. Joy is who you actually are. And it's a deeper, slower burning than what pleasure is. Then you've got, you know, peace. Peace isn't the same thing as being, you know, in a space where you don't really care what happens, or suppressing emotions to feel the peace, or a kind of a disregard for what happens. Peace is that beautiful, beautiful peacefulness that really rises up when we experience these situations where mind, thought, and ego and emotions suddenly are silenced. And we can get to a space where we actually do that, create these moments for ourselves, where we don't have to have a moment, a beautiful sunrise or a sunset or something spectacular to silence us, because we can silence our thoughts and our emotions. Silencing here means not being associated with them. They will always be there because you have a mind and you have a body, and those are their functions. So silencing them, not in the way that they will no longer exist, but silencing them in a way where you no longer identify with them. You are not your thoughts and your emotions. You are this loving peace and joy shining through. Another way that you can see it is the sun is always there. It's always there. It's always shining. And it's, even if there are clouds and it kind of dims the shine, it doesn't mean the sun isn't there anymore. And it doesn't mean that the sun isn't shining as brightly. It just means that that layer of ego and of thought and of emotion is covering up the light of the sun, but the sun is always shining brightly, and that is your love, peace, and joy is always, always there. You have power to access that. It just comes with a lot of practice. Okay, my loves, that's it for today. I will chat to you guys again in a week's time. Oh, my love, bye.